Welcome. Thank you for joining me for this meditation. Today, you and I will explore one of the greatest mysteries inside the human heart. The world is made up of intentions that have never been acted on, and actions that have never been thought through. For now, just notice each thought rising and falling, like footsteps in a long hallway. Watch the thoughts. Every life begins as a bundle of intentions, plans, quiet wishes, whispered secrets kept just behind your eyelids. Yet something happens between the clean intention and the first step taken into the world. It is a moment no one else sees. In that moment, the whole of fate waits, its breath held, an invisible watcher in the corner of the room. Let those words pass by like shadows on a wall. Watch the thoughts. The failure to cross that gap feels like a chain around your chest. It weighs heavy, and it grows colder and tighter with every missed chance. Everything you promised yourself would be different. You know the feeling, do you not? The ache of remorse, the wolf of self-loathing picking at your confidence. Notice the arrival and the fading of each thought without moving to act on them. Yet, when a person steps across, they find themselves changed, as if by magic. History is nothing more than a graveyard of those who failed to act, and a shining monument to the few who did. Every meaningful story is a crossing. Every masterpiece is born in that fraction of a second. The greatest joys and wildest ecstasies do not belong to those who wish, but to those who cross. With each thought, let it float by as if on a river. The power to cross that gap is a thing both simple and rare. Sometimes it is brute will, sometimes it is a small surrender, a whisper of humility in your ear, but always and forever, it is the deciding line between dreaming and waking. This is the only line in life that matters, in the end. Watch each thought come and go, without judging them. People build their lives on great plans, haunted by theories and blueprints, burying fears under thick books and sacred beliefs. The truth is, all ideas in the world will not close the gap for you. The bridge is not made of intellect and not desire, but of something gentler, a quiet watching, noticing what tries to pull you away. When thoughts try to wind around your attention, let them unwind and dissolve. Watch the thoughts. Ecstasy waits across that gap, a garden of hidden flowers tangled in sunlight. So too does disaster, for the gap ran jagged as a knife through every love story and every tragedy ever told. In the crossing, you become someone else, or you stay the same. This is the only truth beneath all others. But for now, you are here, and you are alive, and there is breath within you. Return your attention gently to the flow of thoughts, just watching their passage. The world, your world, becomes a place of possibility once you learn to approach this gap, not with fear or violence, but with the slow curiosity of one watching the tide. The genie you have wished for is not a magic thing from outside, but the one inside who can cross quietly, without spectacle. In this space, there are no failures, only rising and falling and rising again, an endless ocean of crossings, always beginning anew. Stay with your thoughts as they rise and fall on the surface of your mind. What matters most is not the plan, not the hope or the dream, but that short, quiet interval between what you wish and what you do. The gap is tiny, but it contains all of reality, and the whole of happiness is lurking in its depths. If you can watch each heartbeat, each notion, without getting pulled in, you are already halfway home. Continue to observe thoughts as they appear, without clinging to any of them. The greatest magic trick in the world is not turning lead to gold, but turning wish into deed, intention into movement, longing into even the smallest action. Each person crosses the gap in their own way, and each crossing, no matter how small, is worth a silent applause. The world rewards those tiny crossings with quiet joys, little victories, and sometimes with miracles. Let your awareness rest on the silent movement of thoughts. From the outside, nobody knows when you cross the gap or when you fail to cross. Only you will know, and you will feel it in your bones. But even when you stumble, there is no need for self-hatred. The world resets itself with every breath, and sooner or later, another chance arises. Only continuing forward, only watching and waiting, opens the space for the crossing itself. Keep watching the thoughts as they drift by. The crossing of the gap is not an arrival. It is simply an opening to what is possible next, a gentle hush before the thunder. Those who learn to watch without judgment, to allow thoughts to live and die on their own, tend to become the ones who cross again and again. This is the slow strength that builds a great life. This is the quiet spark behind every loud success. Let each new thought surface and slip away in its own time. You have now spent time in the company of your own mind, watching the parade of thoughts that pass by. Here, at the edge between intention and action, is a place to rest, to gather yourself. There is no demand, only this noticing, the oldest power in the world. Watch each thought, neither inviting nor resisting, simply letting it be as it is. As we conclude, remember that all the magic, all the ecstasy, and all the terror lives in this heartbeat between thought and movement. You do not need theories or grand dreams. You need only to witness your thoughts and wait for the next crossing. The world is a place of darkness and light, and you hold a match. Your only job is to light it when you are ready. For now, allow your attention to remain on the gentle passing flow of your thoughts, and do nothing else. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Know that the world is full of new beginnings, each born in the space between the thought and the act. Trust the quiet watcher within you, and remember it is always available whenever you return to this place. Watch the thoughts, and when you are ready, open your eyes.